Hello everyone, welcome to a new episode of Life Science. Today we will talk about the different kinds of birds. There are about 10,000 species of birds on Earth. Birds vary in color, shape, and size, as we already know and have seen. Birds range in mass from the 1.6 gram bee hummingbird to the 125 kilograms North African ostrich. Can you imagine the difference between both of them? And they are all birds. The ostrich is almost 80,000 times more massive than the hummingbirds. Can you imagine this? The difference in mass between them, the mass of the bee hummingbird is 1.6 grams, but the mass of the North African ostrich is 125 kilograms. Scientists grouped living bird species into 28 different orders. Songbirds such as robins or bluebirds make up the largest orders. So songbirds such as robins and bluebirds, they make up the largest order. This order includes about 60% of all bird species. This order includes about 80%, 60% of all bird species. But birds are often grouped into four non-scientific categories. These are four non-scientific categories, which are number one, flightless birds, then water birds, piercing birds, and birds of prey. These are four non-scientific categories or groups that the birds are grouped in. Flightless birds, the birds that do not fly, water birds that live in water or near water, piercing birds, and birds of prey. These categories do not include all birds, but they do show how different birds can be. Let's start by the flightless birds. From its name, these are the birds that cannot fly. Not all birds fly. Most flightless birds do not have the large keel. Do you remember that the large breastbone where the powerful flight muscles must attach to it? So most flightless birds do not have the large keel that anchors birds' flight muscles. Instead of flying, some flightless birds can run quickly to move around. Other flightless birds are excellent swimmers. Let's see. Penguins. Unlike other flightless birds, penguins have a large keel. They have the large breastbone and very strong flight muscles. So what is the problem? Why they don't fly? Their wings have changed over time to become flippers. So their wings act as flippers. They flap these wings to fly but underwater. Again, the penguins, unlike other flightless birds which lack keel, but penguins have a large keel and very strong flight muscles. But the problem is penguins do not have wings. Their wings have changed over time to become flippers. These flippers help the penguins fly underwater. Also the ostrich. The ostrich is the largest living bird. It can reach a height of 2.5 meters and a mass of 125 kilograms. An ostrich two-toed feet look almost like hoofs. These birds can run to up to about 60 kilometers per hour. So the ostrich is the largest living bird, but it cannot fly. It can reach a height of 2.5 meters and a weight of 125 kilograms. It have a feet with two toes. The two-toed feet looks almost like hoofs. These birds can run up to 60 kilometers per hour. Also, the flightless birds, we have another example. This is a small one that looks or in the same size of a chicken. This is kiwi. Kiwi is a small chicken-sized bird from New Zealand. Kiwi sleeps during the day. At night, kiwi hunt for worms, caterpillars, and berries. This is the third example of flightless birds. This is kiwi. Kiwi is a small chicken-sized bird from New Zealand. It sleeps during the day and hunts at night. It hunts for worms, caterpillars, and berries. Then let's move to the second category of birds, which are water birds. Many flying birds are also comfortable in the water. These water birds include cranes, ducks, geese, swans, pelicans, and loons. All these are examples of water birds. These birds usually have webbed feet, as you can see, among or in between the toes. There is a web, a part of the skin, so it acts as flippers in order to swim in the water. These birds usually have webbed feet for swimming or long legs for wading, like the legs of the pelicans. Water birds find both food in water and on land. Many of these birds eat plants, invertebrates, or fish. The water birds that have rounded flat beak for eating plants or small invertebrates like ducks and geese. As you can see, this is the rounded flat beak. The water birds that have a rounded flat beak for eating plants or small invertebrates, but the other water birds have long, sharp beak for catching fish. So this is for catching fish, this for swans, for example. Also, we have another funny bird that is grouped in water birds. This is the blue-footed bobby. Blue-footed bobby is a tropical water bird. These birds have an elaborate courtship dance that includes raising their feet one at a time. As you can see, this is a dance of the blue-footed bobby. This is a courtship dance where it raises one of their legs one at a time. Also, the male wood ducks, as you can see, have beautiful plumage. Plumage is the feathers to attract females. The male wood ducks, this is called wood ducks, have a beautiful plumage. This is the feathers. As you can see, it is colorful, beautiful feathers to attract females. Like all ducks, wood ducks are strong swimmers and flyers. Like all ducks, wood ducks are strong swimmers and flyers. Also, the common loon. The common loon can make very deep dives and remain underwater for several minutes while searching for fish. This is the common loon. The common loon can make very deep dives and remain underwater for several minutes while searching for fish. Then let's move to the third category or third non-scientific group of birds, which is perching birds. Perching birds. Perching birds have special adaptations for resting on branches. So this is have adaptation. These birds have adaptations for resting on branches. Songbirds such as robins, warblers, and sparrows make up a large part of the perching birds. Robins, warblers, and the sparrows make up the large part of perching birds. When a perching bird lands in a tree, its feet automatically close around the branch. If the bird falls asleep while it is perching, its feet will stay closed, so the bird will not fly off the branch. Can you imagine this? Let's talk about examples of perching birds, like parrots. We all know the parrots. Parrots have special feet for perching and climbing. They open seeds and slice fruit with their strong hooked beak. Can you look at the beak of the birds, these parrots? Yes, can you see? It's like hooked beak. The hooked beak, the strong beak for slicing the fruit and the opening seeds. Also the chickadees. Chickadees are lively little birds that often visit garden feeders. As you can see, this is a small bird. This is a perching bird. Look at its feet. Can you see its toes? It claws over the branch, around the branch. Chickadees can dangle underneath a branch while hunting for insects, seeds, and fruits without falling. Also, the third example here for perching birds, we have the tanagers. Most tanagers are tropical birds, but the scarlet tanager spends the summer in North America. So tanagers are perching birds, most tanagers are tropical birds, but the scarlet tanager spends the summer in North America. The male is red, as you can see, but the female is yellow-green, has a yellow-green color that blends into the trees. Then let's come to the last group of birds, which are birds of prey. From its name, it looks like they are carnivorous or predators. Birds of prey hunt and eat other vertebrates. Birds of prey may eat insects or other invertebrates in addition to mammals, fish, reptiles, and birds. Can you imagine? The birds of prey have sharp claws on their feet and a sharp curved beak. Look at their beaks. They all have sharp curved beak and they all have sharp claws on their feet. These traits help the birds catch and eat their prey. Birds of prey also have a very good vision. Most birds of prey hunt during the day, as the ospreys does, but most owls hunt at night. Look at this picture here. This is an owl that hunts at night. Can you see its eyes? Okay. Owls such as this northern spotted owl are the only birds of prey that hunt at night. So owls are the only birds of prey that hunts at night. They have a strong sense of hearing that helps them find their prey even in the dark. Also, the ospreys eat fish. Ospreys fly over the water and they catch the fish with their clawed feet. As you can see, their clawed feet. And here we come to the end of our session. Thank you for watching. I hope you understood this episode. Thank you guys and goodbye.